to OMG. And it was that massive amount of damage onto the mage from beginning to end.
Natural counter, man.
And I like how they start so offensively right from the start. That blazing speed on the first shot whatsoever.
Yeah, like it, man. Rodriguez, he does win the
they
mage
do
a lot
not like that pet
basis.
whatsoever. The pet gets dotted up. That monkey taking a lot of damage. You're trying to kill some quite early.
Sorry, it's a hunter pet.
And this is an interesting start, you know. The team of OMG playing a lot more passive than the beginning. I like when teams show up to tournaments with many different openers.
This is silly. This is kind of what I thought OMG was going to do the first match, is stay back. But look at that trap. He baits Dakarov. Oh, this is just an impressive play out of OMG.
Oh, and there we go.
Dakarov trinket on Sleeping to get out of that death coil. Yeah, these guys are going all out in Dakarov right now. And even with Earth Shield up, he's in a lot of trouble. House needs even a little bit of CC, and they're dumped him.
Those necrotic strikes are just absolutely on the spot. It's going to help them a lot. But look at this. They keep switching back and forth. Rodriguez right now, down to half. Hasn't used quite many of his cooldowns, as you can see. I mean, hasn't had to block or anything, but man, 20,000 hit points. And there, he's going to have to block with that pen on him. Pet does a ton of damage, but look at them turn the damage back onto Sleeping. Going to be able to cast onto him, and it isn't good. Huge frostbolt damage, down to 15,000 hit points. AMZ comes down, and he's still going to sit into it, but that AMZ is not going to last too long with all that magic damage.
Yeah, Rodriguez crit stack is really playing out there. I mean, just all of those crits out of Lance and his bolt crit as well. You can see that DK is a very live target.
This is what Gamesense needs to do to get back into it. They are pulling the team all the way back. Their Paladin was playing so defensively before.
Yeah, and Sleeping caught into that ring, brought out by damage, but Rodriguez is still in trouble. He doesn't have enough peels coming off of Dakarov.
All right, so Rodriguez is trying to get even into line of sight. As you can see, the team of OMG resetting yet again. Really good idea at this point. Gucci wasn't doing too well on mana. Down to half, has already bubbled, I do believe. Yep, he has 4 Barons on him.
Yep, Drudenhouse just sat for a drink. You've got Dakarov and Rodriguez up top, controlling the top side of Blade's Edge. And that is exactly where you have to be as MLS.
Going to that Polly onto Gucci right after that deep freeze. Sleeping though, down to half, and oh man, look at that. Back up yet again. You see the Lichborn right there, so he's not going to be able to be weird, which was a great idea right before, or could have been reaction to the Howl of Terror.
Rodriguez getting super aggressive with that ring and does not catch Sleeping in it. He just maybe half a yard out, unfortunately. And that's going to allow him to stay on him. And you see Rodriguez taking a lot of damage.
A very smart hand of sacrifice right there onto Sleeping. It's going to mitigate half the damage. Damage going to Gucci, which is going to break a lot of crowd control. And that's going to fade finally. 40,000 hit points on Sleeping, and they coil him away. Oh, if they can land a counter shot, he's going to take a lot of damage. And there he goes. Great ending crowd control onto Gucci right at the end, and all it takes is that little bit.
Yeah, I like that. They stayed up top, they put out the pressure, and then when the time is right, they just dropped down, used major cooldowns. You see that PHDK, which is their only weakness. It is the only weakness they have against MLS. They have fewer defensive
Look at that, now it's tied on.
They can be used offensively.
Now, the one thing I like about these game stats is sometimes you can tell exactly the kind of strategy that these players are playing, especially when you watch a DK. If you don't see those massive burst numbers, it means that they're using a lot of those moves on Necrotic Strike, and that helps out a whole lot when the other hunter dumping a massive